Will be now read a second time. Say aye. Those against say nay. The nays have it.
Point of order.
Leader of the Senate. Leader of the Senate. Point of order, Minority Leader.
Any senator may challenge the opinion of the president or the chairman by claiming a division. You have a right to vote. So, Mr. President, I claim a division and I want us to vote one after the other.
That is not my opinion. It's not my opinion that the nays had it. We took a vote. The nays outnumbered or outweighed the ayes. So I think it's not right or it's not correct that the minority leader would impute the defeat of the bill to the president of the Senate. I think you may find another thing, but I didn't rule inappropriately.
Been in this Senate since 2007, and anytime anybody comes up to claim a division, that division is voted upon. Mr. President, I'm not saying that you did right or wrong. I'm only saying, give me my right. And my right is that I'm saying that all our members here ought to get up and vote for this.
The essence of Order 73 is to challenge the opinion of Mr. President or the chair. The power you just exercise is not an opinion and therefore not subject to Order 73. I so moved.
Is to claim a division.
We have had senators challenging the opinion of Senate presidents in the past. The ruling of the president of the Senate, 73, is very clear on that. Mr. President, this is Parliament, and this Parliament is about 20-something years old. Mr. President, you have been here since the National Assembly, this present National Assembly, in 1999, from the House of Reps to the Senate. It is very clear, even if we vote and it's voted out, there's no problem there. This is democracy in action.
Precisely.
By an act, which is what the sponsor of this bill is trying to achieve, by an act of the National Assembly, establish a body which shall comprise such members as the National Assembly may determine. Mr. President, yes, there's an Army Council. Yes, there's a Navy Council. Yes, there's whatever council. Let this National Assembly take the decision that representatives of such council shall also become members, automatic members of the of the Armed Forces Service Commission. Here is the point. Those who might not want a standardized manner of recruitment into our armed forces cannot run away from the fact that we will continue to allow such decisions to be shrouded in secrecy. And we don't need any myth around who can join the armed forces. They have their eligibility criteria.
What they are seeking to do is enact a law, an act of parliament, though provided for under 219, but it will be an inferior legislation to the constitutional provisions. Because the power to appoint the chief of defense staff, the chief of army staff, the chief of naval staff, the chief of air force, and other security agencies as may be determined by us. But at least these ones are already determined by the Constitution. That power to make the appointment is already conferred on Mr. President.
quite frankly, I find it very difficult to support the second reading of this bill because it offends the Constitution. The armed forces is the symbol of Nigerian unity. Therefore, we should not do anything to politicize it. And if we go ahead with the with the bill as proposed by my good friend and my brother, Senator Abadibi, the Senate Minority Leader, we will compromise the provisions of the Constitution.
I stand before this distinguished chamber to affirm that this bill stands on very, very solid constitutional grounds, from section 217 to 218 and 219. They impose it as a duty of this hallowed chamber to provide for the establishment of an institution to manage the armed forces. What it has done is to share the management of the armed forces between the executive and the legislature.